Hey YouTube. So don't mind my lashes. Like this one definitely that one has had it. It's about gone, but I'm not plucking them off. I'm letting them fall off by on their own because the last time I went to picking and pulling and putting stuff on it trying to get it off, I was ball lashed. Like I balled my lashes, so I'm just letting them fall off gracefully. And if you hear a noise that's this loud, my ceiling fan is loud. But I wanted to talk about the Nolan Wells, the 18-year-old boy from Mississippi that just recently passed. A lot of conspiracies and things going on, and it's getting real political around his death. A lot of people think some foul play is at hand, but I don't necessarily want to talk about, that whole situation. But I want to talk about, because I hear this a lot when like friends are hanging out. Everybody always says if you come together, you leave together. And I want to talk to y'all about that one. Because I think about it, it sounds great. And for a lot of times, I'm always like, when I hear it, I'm like, yeah. But then when I actually sit and think about it, because they said in that case, like, they told him, like, come on, let's go. And he was like, nah, I want to stay. And I'm like, I had to just think about it. Like, I'm grown, I'm an adult. So if my friends, like, if I go somewhere with some friends and they like, let's go, but I want to stay and I got my own ride back, they can't really make me stay. So it's like, it's kind of a tricky place to be in because, again, like, I'm grown. You can't make me stay. You can't make me go. I'm grown. So it's hard. Of course, in a perfect world, I want to be like, yeah, in a perfect world, we all come together, we leave together. And yes, that's how it should be. And yes, that's very politically correct to say. And actually, I think how it should really be. But again, when you're dealing with adults, like, you can't make somebody do anything, and you can't get physical because then that becomes something totally different. So I just wanted to start this conversation. Like, when you out with your friends and say, like, you ready to go, but they're not, or vice versa, what do you really do? And what can you do in that situation? Do you just suck it up and stay with your friend, even though you want to leave or you have to leave because you got something else to do? Or do you try to physically make them and risk a fight and a falling out? Or do you call somebody else to come get them that you know who can get, like, what do you do when you're out with friends? It's time to go, but they don't want to go. Like, what do you do? What's the alternative from just leaving them? What is the alternative? Because a lot of times when you hear a group of friends are out, like, I'm a true crime junkie. I watch a lot of true crime, and it never fails. Every time a friend is left alone or have to leave alone, something always seems to happen to that lone friend. And it's like, dang. So I try to cautiously, first of all, I don't hang with people. None of the people I go out with pull stunts like that. When we are everybody ready to go, they whether they want to stay or not, we all go. So first of all, I try to only surround myself with people who are not difficult or who don't want to just peel off and be on their own. That's number one. That's one way to, avoid all kind of drama. But you don't really know until it happens. You don't really know. Like, I have gone out with actually family members and we split, but that family member went with another family member, so it was all good. But it's just like, again, how when you come into that situation where everybody's hanging out, everything's fun, but then, say it's 4 of y'all and 3 of y'all are ready to go, but that one stubborn one is like, nah, I ain't leaving. Like, what do you do? Like, I really want y'all in the comments to answer that question. What do you do? And I'm not, please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to blame Nolan, or this is not even really about him or this case. This is just about the saying, we come together, we leave together. Because I see that all the time. You see that in the comments when it's a situation or something like this happening. So I just really wanted to have this conversation because it's like, well, what do you do when you have a person who's like, nah, I ain't going? Do everybody just suck it up and stay with them? I mean, being that now I watch so much true crime, if I ever run into that situation, then yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to suck it up and just be with my person because I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if something happened to them by me leaving them, especially leaving them alone. Now, leaving them with somebody like we all know and trust or family, that's one thing, but just completely leaving them, like, I don't think I can do that because I'm just super paranoid and super, my senses is super heightened and super aware. I'm super aware because of all the true crime stuff I watch that I wouldn't be able to do it. But I really want to know, for you all out there who's been in these situations, do you just automatically suck it up or what? Like, what if you have something to do though? What if you have an emergency and you have to go? Like, what do you do? Because again, you can't make a grown person do anything. And even if it's a minor, like, I mean, you can call it parents for the minor and be like, hey, we out here, they won't go. And that'll probably get them to move their ass. But what do you do with an adult who don't want to go and then starts, throwing a hissy fit and causing a scene? Like, I'm grown, you can't make. Like, what do you do in situations like that? My guess would, if that ever happens to me, I would suck it up and stay with them that time, but I would never go out with them again. And I would let them know why. Like, look, you pulled this stunt and I would never hang out with you again, because no. But on the flip side of that, what happened? Like, what if the situation seems like things is looking iffy, things is looking like gnarly, and you like, yeah, nah, it's time to go. I'm not staying because it looks like, something bad is about to happen. So you trying to get out there because you're trying to keep yourself safe. What do you do in that situation? Do you save yourself, or do you, hey, risk your own rump trying to save a friend, trying to be there for a friend? So it's just, that situation is, like I said, at first glance, when you hear it, when you see it, you like, yeah, come together, stay together. But when you really think about it, come together, stay together, it sounds great, and of course I want that to happen. But what do you do when you have a person who's like, no, I'm not going? Or a person who get combative? Because I've seen this before. I've seen people get combative, like, nah, I ain't, like, what do? You can't, like, how do you maneuver that situation? And for you out there who just say, fuck it and leave, like, what's your justification for that? Like, I want to hear your situations. I want to hear y'all stories. I want some of y'all to get in the comments and, like, explain, like, what, have you been in this situation before? What was the situation? What happened? And what did you do? And why did you do it? Because it's easy to say the politically correct answer is we all come together, we leave together. But what happens when everybody is ready to go or has to go, and you have that one person who's like, nah, I ain't leaving? What do you do? And it's a grown person. What do you do? Get in the comments, y'all. And again, I'm not trying to blame anybody. This is not really about the Nolan situation. This is strictly about, we all come together, we leave together. Strictly that. What do you do in that situation when you have one or a few people who, like, y'all ready, the majority of the group is ready to go, but you got that one-off person who's like, nah, I ain't leaving? What do you do? Or what happens if everybody want to stay but you want to leave? Because that's dangerous. Things happens too when the one lone person who want to leave leaves by themselves. It's the same situation. You should stick together. Because that one person who want to leave, like, again, I watch True Crime, the one person, it's been several situations where the group either left a person and something bad happened to them, or that one person left the group because they was ready to go and something bad happens. So again, in either one of those situations, what do you do? Because you can't make that person who want to leave, you can't make them stay. Or, like, how do you maneuver that? Do you just suck it up and, waste your money or leave your good time because that person is quote unquote tripping to make sure they're not, alone? Like, what do you do in that situation? Please comment, like, share, subscribe. I really want to hear people's answers to this because, like I said, this Nolan situation really sparked this in my head. But I see situations like this all the time, and I've always just thought, like, okay, but what do you do when a person don't? Like, what do you do if that person's like, nah? How do you make sure that happens? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Bye.